This video will take you through the greenhouse effect. And we'll talk a bit about the difference between the greenhouse effect and the enhanced greenhouse effect. Our Earth is full of life. If we compare it to other planets in the solar system, Earth has life whilst other planets, they don't support life. Now, one of the reasons that the Earth has so much life is that our atmosphere enables the Earth to trap heat. And without that heat energy, life would not be able to survive on Earth. Now, our energy comes from the sun. So there's our sun, and here is our Earth. This diagram's not to scale because the sun is 109 times bigger than the Earth, so it's much bigger than this diagram suggests it is. The sun releases energy as shortwave radiation. So there is our shortwave radiation. Shortwave radiation is able to pass through the Earth's atmosphere. And I've drawn a dotted line here to show the Earth's atmosphere. An atmosphere is a layer of gases that surround the Earth. Although other planets also have some atmospheres. So shortwave radiation from the sun can pass through our atmosphere and it reaches the Earth's surface. When it reaches the Earth's surface absorbs that shortwave radiation. Now when I say absorb, what do I mean? Think about a sponge. Here's a sponge. When you put a sponge into water, the sponge will take in some of that water. Another way of saying that is that the sponge absorbs the water. Let's have another example. If you stand next to a radiator, that radiator will give off some heat. And you'll absorb the heat, you'll get warmer. You'll take in that heat. So the Earth's surface absorbs the shortwave radiation coming from the sun. But there's so much radiation coming from the sun that the Earth can't keep all of it. Imagine you've got a glass of water. Here's our excellently drawn glass of water. And you just keep putting water into it. Well, eventually that water is going to overflow. A similar thing happens with the Earth. So much shortwave radiation is coming in from the sun that the Earth starts overflowing. It starts re-releasing or emitting that radiation. Now the Earth emits that radiation as long-wave radiation. Remember that we said shortwave radiation can pass through the Earth's atmosphere. Long-wave radiation can't. The reason it can't is that there are greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere. Greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Now those greenhouse gases absorb, they take in the long-wave radiation. And they too, like the Earth, they can't take in all the radiation and store it, so they re-release it, they emit it. And that traps the radiation in the Earth's atmosphere. That trapping of long-wave radiation causes the Earth's temperature to increase. Just like if you're in bed, if you're lying in bed, here's our bed with our person lying in it. If you're lying in bed and you are lying underneath a duvet, it's a lot warmer than just lying in bed without a duvet. And that's because that duvet traps the energy that you release and releases it back into your bed. Just like the Earth's atmosphere traps long-wave radiation emitted by the Earth's surface and re-releases it or emits it. We call this process the greenhouse effect. And it causes the Earth's temperature to increase to a level which enables life to survive. But since the 1800s, the Earth's temperature is increasing rapidly. Something's changed. And what has changed is the amount of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. So we've said that the job of those greenhouse gases is that they absorb the long-wave radiation emitted by the Earth's surface. So people have been putting more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which means the atmosphere now absorbs and traps in more long-wave radiation emitted by the Earth's surface. So the Earth's temperature is kept naturally at a stable level by the greenhouse effect. But because humans have added extra greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, we've changed that. We call that the enhanced greenhouse effect. The word enhanced means make bigger. If you've ever watched like really cheesy crime movies where they get a picture of CCTV, they might say enhance the image, something like that. And what happens then is that the image gets bigger. So the enhance means to make bigger. Humans have caused the enhanced greenhouse effect. We've made the greenhouse effect bigger or stronger by increasing the amount of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere. And that's it. That's the greenhouse effect and the enhanced greenhouse effect.